expanse, critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Sierra, and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals. Quite like seeing a killer whale up close and learning more about them and their natural behaviors. We hope this Orca Encounter gives you a greater understanding of these magnificent animals and all they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Are a natural wonder, and today Orkid, Makani, and Kalia are going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly located for grabbing a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It may look like they're located in that white oval-eyed patch, but that's actually just a visual distraction. They're really located in the darker area, just in front of that white patch. Camouflage for catching prey. The fin on top of the whale is called a dorsal fin, and this helps stabilize whales while they swim and regulates their body temperature. There is no bone or muscle in that fin, so sometimes you may see it curve. The flippers on either side of the whale are called pectoral flippers, and these help with steering and stopping. If you were to take an x-ray of those pectoral flippers, you'd see 5 bony digits, just like in our hands. And the lobes on either side of the tail are called flukes. Now, the tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them to top speeds of 30 miles an hour, which is as fast as some speedboats. However, they're going to swim the fastest and use the most power, and they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
With a well-defined social structure. An orca is always like our female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod, and calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shupa learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language to communicate with one another. A pectoral slap may be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they're gonna breathe. By hopping is how killer whales get a better view of their surroundings and coordinate with one another while they hunt. Common form of communication used by both killer whales in the wild and right here at SeaWorld.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Killer whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Makani just showed us a similar behavior and movement right here on our slide out. Arctic orcas will actually make their own waves to unsuspecting seals right off the floating ice. All 5 of our whales are going to show you a similar wave-making technique, demonstrating another complex and impressive hunting ability that killer whales have developed all around the world. Crashing right here in front of all of you. But you can't imagine the true power or the amount of water that's displaced until you experience it for yourself. Luckily, I have 2 new friends here who have volunteered to help me show all of you the power of the killer whale. Come on down, guys. Alrighty, so you guys are going to take a seat right there. Okay, so for today's experiment, this is your iceberg and you 2 are my seals, so try not to get washed away, okay? Now I just have one question for you. Are you guys ready to get wet? Yeah, what do we think, everyone? Do we think you're ready to get wet? I think so! Alright, well it looks like we have 4 out of the 5 whales making their way over here. It's gonna be 5 right here and now hold on tight! Awesome job, guys! High five! That was 75 degrees on water. Let's hear it for our amazing volunteers! It's no wonder killer whales have all different types of prey, including other whales.
I like doing. I like
So the blue whale that you see on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So how does a whale the size of any of our whales here take on a whale that size in the wild? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. You'll often see killer whales interacting and showing off their playful side, both in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when the killer whale swims really fast at the surface of the water, breaking out just briefly. Killer whales like to be touched and will rub their bellies on rocks in the wild when they can. We see our whales show similar behaviors every day, just like the whales do in British Columbia. You'll often see killer whales in the wild imitate one another. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. The whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Now, all this playful behavior does have a purpose. For example, a Kayla may be hunting to stun prey. However, today, I'm going to be doing these whales just by stunning all of you instead. We interact with our whales all day, every day here at SeaWorld. It allows us to build trusted relationships with them so we can provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. In fact, all 8 of our killer whales here at SeaWorld San Diego actually take an active role in participating in their own healthcare. We train a variety of husbandry or healthcare behaviors here at SeaWorld. For example, when we ask them to present us with their tail flutes, it's helpful when we need to obtain a voluntary blood sample from the main active tail. Monitor their overall health. Our whales will even slide up onto a scale so we can monitor their weight, just like you see Orca doing in this video. We're even able to obtain breath samples from their blowholes to monitor their respiratory health. All because of relationships we build every day here at SeaWorld. And now I would like to introduce all of you to 2 very special whales. Everybody, please put your hands together for Kalia and Makani. Now, this brother-sister duo is very important to us here at SeaWorld. Kalia is actually the matriarch of our pod, which means she's in charge. And her younger brother, Makani, is everything you would expect the youngest brother of a killer whale pod to be. He's goofy, inquisitive, and loves spending time with his trainers and just hanging out. We challenge our whales every day to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.